Hey everybody, welcome back to B Haul Shoeboxes. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Children's Place haul because they recently had a relatively large clearance sale. A lot of their shirts were under $3. And because I like the quality of their shirts, these are shirts that I typically send in some of my OCC boxes. So I want to show you what I got. This is part one. I've got another shipment coming in a couple weeks. So these are the first set of socks. They're a 4T, 5T. And honestly, these could go in boys or girls boxes. These were about $4 total for the 6 pairs. But what I like about these is that they're kind of like a uniform sock. So as much as I like to send kind of fun prints and different designs, I do think that sometimes sending a pair of white socks can be really practical, especially if it happens to go to a country where kids wear uniforms to school. So these were a really good price, which is why I grabbed 2 packages of them. So these are going to go in my 2 to 4-year-old boy boxes this year because I have several that I'm working on. All right, so next up are the shirts. So this one is one of my favorites. This was a 5T and it's a fire truck shirt. And I have a box that I'm working on this year that is a Paw Patrol theme. And the stuffy I got for the box is actually Chase, which is the police dog. But I have a fire truck wooden car, I believe, that's going to go in the box. So I thought this kind of reminded me of Marshall from Paw Patrol. So this is a 5T shirt and it was about $2.87 on clearance. I tried to clear a little bit of room so you could see it better, but this one is one of the dino shirts and it's a long sleeve. It's a brown shirt and it's actually got really vibrant colors in person. And this one is a 5T as well. This one I remember was under $3. And one of the things I was a little bit hesitant about with Operation Christmas Child was, is it okay to send a long sleeve shirt? Because a lot of the places that the boxes go are warmer climates. And one of the things that I found so helpful in the comment section in response to that is that cold is relative. And so a little boy might live in a hotter climate, but he could still wear this shirt when it gets cold for him. And honestly, I personally tend to wear long sleeves during the summer months here in the South, so I figured long sleeve was totally okay. Also, it reminded me of when I was in grad school. I taught in South Africa, and I was in Cape Town during June, which is their winter, and I remember waking up one night because it was freezing cold. I could not fall back asleep. I had to go to a local McDonald's that was open at like 4 in the morning because our heat had shut off, and I was incredibly cold. So if that's any kind of anecdote, I really do think long sleeves can be okay. So this one is a short sleeve dino. I just like how they're all kind of stacked on top of each other. I really like the green color as well. So this one is also a 5T. I'm going to be doing a few car or truck themed boxes this year for 2 to 4-year-old boys. So I grabbed this one. Again, it's another brown shirt and it has the bright colors here. I like how they pop. And I like the idea of the trucks because I feel like I could complement the shirt with a nice like truck toy and it would kind of tie it all together. So this one was another 5T. I pretty much only buy 5T if I can help it, but I do have a couple 4Ts. So this one was a 4T. They did not have this one in 5T on clearance, and that's okay because I do think 4T is still a good size for 2 to 4-year-old boys. So this one is going to go in a box that I haven't really started yet, but it is a 2 to 4-year-old space theme box. So I've done at least one space theme for 5 to 9 so far in 2025, and I think 2 for 10 to 14-year-old boys, but this was too sweet to pass up. So this is going to be for a 2 to 4-year-old boy. So here's the tag, 4T. I don't know, I just figured it would be really cute for a space box. We've got another 4T. So this one did not come in 5T on clearance. It was sold out of 5T, and that's okay. I bought this one because I am working on a couple different sports boxes and I really wanted a shirt that had a soccer ball. So I thought this was a really cute soccer ball design as well for 4T. And here's the last one for that age range. So this one is a 5T. And part of the reason why I like to shop at the Children's Place is because I like the graphics on the shirts. As a boy mom, there's a lot of shirts out there that I just don't love. I don't love some of the expressions on it, and they're all kind of like angry looking dinosaurs, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like these are very age appropriate because if you're like me and you have really tall kiddos, they are in sizes that are for kids older than their age. And so I like the Children's Place because the designs are still very childlike and sweet. So I have a couple different 2 to 4 year old construction boxes coming up, and so this will go in one of those boxes. I really like the colors of this one too. I feel like the blue and the yellow really contrast well. And the Children's Place does go down to, I believe, a 4 and a 5 in the boys, but I like to shop toddler for 2 to 4 boxes because I like the prints a little bit better. I feel like they're a little bit younger and more youthful. And also they're, I think, a tiny bit cheaper for 5T versus a 5. So that should have been all the younger boys stuff. So now we're gonna skip a little bit. So this is going to be going in a car themed box for a 5 to 9 year old boy. So the smallest I tend to go for those boxes is an 8 because that's kind of like the upper middle of the age range. But I really try to find 10 to 12 if I can. And the reason why is because it gives them room to grow. And one of the things I like about the Children's Place is that their shirts do last a long time. They maintain their color, and also the screen printed part maintains its quality after multiple washes and multiple wears. They still look good. All right, so this next shirt is for an older boy. It's an extra large, so a 14. As I'm sure you probably guessed, this is gonna go in a dino themed box. I've got like a dino / dragon box that I'm working on. I already have a shirt for that one, but I definitely have a lot of extra dino stuff. So I wanted some more dino shirt. I like the graphic of this one too, because again, the colors pop, but also I feel like the dinosaur is acceptable for an older boy. Like it would definitely not be a design I would pick for a 2-year-old by any means. It's not a friendly looking dinosaur, but I don't think it's like overly scary. I think it kind of fits that balance for the age. These next two are gonna be the same, so I'll just open one, but I did get them in 2 different sizes. So this one is the 14. I also ordered a 16. And I was waiting for this shirt to go on deeper clearance. So when I first saw it, it was gonna be $5. And I waited a couple weeks and it went down to $2.87. And I was super excited because I have a baseball themed box that I'm working on for this year for a 10 to 14 year old boy. So in that box, I'm gonna put one of these. I'm not sure whether it will be the 14 or the 16, but I'm probably gonna do a second sports box. And so I will definitely use both shirts. And then the last two things I'm gonna keep in the packaging for now. I got more socks. I don't wanna open them just yet, but these were actually bigger than I expected, but these are size extra large. It said shoe size 7 to 8. And I had previously gotten a different size for my 10 to 14 year old boxes. I think these are bigger. So I'm going to compare them and just kind of do a little bit more research and figure out if I should be putting in these socks or a smaller size. I think if I put in a size 14 or 16 shirt, these socks would be a good match. My own sons are 6 and 3, so sometimes buying for the older boys is a little bit confusing, but these were also a good price. These were about $5. They were slightly more expensive than the little toddler socks, but still a good deal. All right, there you have it. That is part 1 of my Children's Place haul. Be sure to subscribe because in a couple weeks I will film part 2. And part 2 is going to have girls' shirts as well. There were lots of really cute shirts on clearance. So that one will be a more comprehensive haul. Let me know in the comments which shirt is your favorite. And if you do themed boxes, let me know what themes you're working on. Until next time, God bless and happy packing.